Welcome back, adventurers of the internet. Previously on this channel, we have looked at multiple ways to create maps for your games. We have looked at creating world maps and dungeon maps. Today, we are going to look at the last piece of the map building puzzle, and that is city maps. I love a good city map, and arguably, a city map is more important to have than a world map or a dungeon map. The creation of city maps should be easy and quick and free, in my opinion. Today we're going to look at a tool that you can use to quickly and easily create city maps. As always, there are a lot of tools online that you can use to make them. There are tools out there that make maps that look way better than the maps we're going to look at today. The reason I like this program specifically is it is quick and easy, and I can easily adjust the map, and that is critical to me as a homebrew creator. The tool we are going to look at today is on Donjon, or a dungeon. It is an extensive site of homebrew creation. I would encourage you to check out their generators and a lot of their tools here if you're interested. The one we are going to look at today is this one down here, the Random Town Generator. When you click that button, it brings you to this page here, and it is a really simple interface. We have some controls up here. We have the town name here that we can input ourselves, or we can hit random name if we would prefer. We have the environment. We have the topography. We have whether you want a river running through your city. We have a size of town here. We have walled or not, and then we have race and culture stuff here. Just to show you some examples of the different environments, if you hit this button and you click on a different environment, it changes it below. So now Kadun, this made-up place, is in the Arctic. It can also be in the desert. You also have topography here. Under this drop-down menu, you can be coastal, or you can tell it that you want your city or town to be on an island. If you scroll down below the map, it gives you population, government, notable places, and a few NPCs. This is kind of useful. I rarely use them as written. Sometimes I'll adjust them, but it's kind of nice to have the approximate population right off the bat. The government and notable places is a great way to spark an idea in your head so you're not starting from scratch. Again, there are many tools online that give you a more beautiful look than this. This is a very basic look, but the reason I like this is a top-down view. It's not too complicated. There's nothing lost in shadow or complex so that the players don't understand what they're looking at. It's very understandable and very workable, and for homebrew purposes, this is really great. So once you have a map here, what you'll do is you can right-click and save the image or copy the image. Once you have your image, you need to take it over into another program to make this work. Don't be scared by this next step because it is really not that difficult. If you already have access to Photoshop, that will work, but you don't need Photoshop. You can download this free program called paint.net. You can easily find on the internet, and it is a free version of a Photoshop kind of program. Next, you import your image into the program as we see here. We can then create notable or important places that go with our campaign or our one-shot. You come over here and select the paint bucket tool, which we're all familiar with. It's going to fill whatever we hit with this tool in with that color, and then pick a contrasting color. I usually go with orange on this type of map. And then make sure that you bring your tolerance down a ways. This is how much it fills of the map or the shape that you click on. For example, if I'm at 61% and I click on a shape, it's going to fill my entire map with orange, and we don't want that. But if we're down here in the 30s and you click on a shape, it will just create that shape orange. So what I'll do next is I'll go around and I will click various locations. Usually I'll base it upon where the road is coming in. Once I click on all the buildings I want for notable places, I will come over here and select the text tool, change my font to white, and then it is just a matter of typing over these locations to give them names. Once I have added the titles for all of my locations, the map will look like this. The cool thing about this map is that when you display it to your players, which I do on a screen behind me via PowerPoint, they can all reference this and see where they are and how far away things are in relation to each other. They're coming in from the northern road perhaps, and they know immediately they're going to hit these things. If they want to see the East Inn or Buckets R Us, they're going to have to travel there, and they will visually be able to see that. The Theater of the Mind, again, is a really useful tool, but this is a really, really easy and cool way to give a map to your players. It's really cool to see my players specifically when they get a new map, they scan it for the coolest places and the places that would most benefit or affect their characters. They're looking for cool potion places or cool sword places or whatever. This is an added feature that you don't have to do, but I always do on my maps. You might find it useful, is I put the name of the city in the bottom left-hand corner with the population. It's a quick reference for me so that I can see quickly what this city is called, and my players can see what the city is called, and it differentiates it from other cities or towns. It also provides your players with quick information. You can also add the ruler of this city, what empire it's in. You could basically add any information down here that you want so your players have it readily and they don't have to ask you all those questions. They know it. Once you amass enough of these maps, and I'm just clicking through a bunch of ones that I have used, you will have a lot of similar looking maps. They have all the same design language, which is really cool. They are free and quick and easy, and it's so easy to pull them up and throw them into a PowerPoint and to give them to your players. I would highly recommend this tool. And that is all we have for today on The Practical Dragon. I would recommend that you use this tool, see if it works for you. Please, in the comments below, tell me what other map programs you're using that are similar and easy and quick like this. But try it out for yourself and let me know what you think in the comments. Please click all the buttons below, hit subscribe so you don't miss our next review or tool or video, and we will see you next time.